What is the difference? Between what is 14, 3, 8, and 28,505. That is after applying the percentage of the
No, my lord, in this particular one.
the margin.
Between me and the first respondent. Why is it here?
We're all going to vote for it. That's why we are here. We are not here because of the margin as they do. So, that's, those people are going to vote for highlighting. Now, from the 14 police station, having lost, and then you also want to win this 14. Sure.
I know that the
Comments? Agnes, I'm okay with you winning the team. Show us how you're going to win the team and how your win the team you're going to overturn the first respondent. I think that's the simplest I can put it.
in the petition, page the difference between the total number of votes that were not and the result is only 8,000.
Maybe we should for at least get 6 of this because you that was the song. Okay. So we switch and for at least
I've already stated the point of contestation in the difference and the votes that have moved my lord.
we should have understood the point. We also ask you imagine turn the system in your favor and against you. Nalukoola is not popular where you put in the 14, you are that popular with 63. Take it.
My Lord, already pointed out that 16,640 years. It is honorable, but not returned. And therefore, me, other candidates, reasons were not considered. Yes, my Lord.
Because there was no time. Correct?
Yes, my Lord.
What was counted? Who's to carry what count? What was counted? What the polling agents you that you went, counted, you got 100%.
Yes, my Lord.
They will participate in the count. Yes, sir. Yes,
At the 14, what is
they count. They participate.
are you replying to questions, my Lord? We did not get results.
But the people voted.
Yes, my Lord.
Your agents count.
Because I was one of the voters.
So you're one of them. And you had the agents. And the procedure of voting. Do you know how they do the vote? What the polling agent is supposed to do? Yes?
Yes, my Lord.
I will give you one step, then you take it to the next one. They march, and then the name of the person, the voter register or vote. Correct?
Okay.
The voter counts, then the voter roll, they look at the face, and then everybody is one, you have appeared. They tick. So each one marks. Is that correct? Or you don't know?
I know my own.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. You are
Then
very fine.
subsequently, so many pounds or not. At the end of the day, you can tell that you are 500 people to Canada. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Where are those results? Where is that count from your age?
My Lord, some of those statements, yeah,
Did you ask for count? If I deploy you to go and count, you can say, okay,
my
that is
Lord,
one.
no results. Yeah.
You did not, from your this video is not working.
My Lord, as a candidate, I was one of the voters that could go, get down, honestly. So I got to I was there with another voter doing the same.
So if you voted that wrong, out of so many people, you return with the zero. Do you know that? If you voted that wrong, and that particular police, the percentage will indicate 0%. Correct?
My Lord, I cannot answer to how many.
No, you use the math. Use the math. Use the math. 1 out of 14 times would return 0%.
My Lord, that it has been that I was and I saw including
Say, don't that in. Show us how the vote happened. Now, in the substance, affected the results. Remember, the results have already been shown in the margin. And in a I have an objection that was on 2 lines first. The client has answered that again and again. They have taken 2% formulas, the number of properties. Second, my lord, that paragraph is information from the lawyers. And that's a statement. As if that's my logical question. Second, 5 years answer that through the various contradictories that overheat that you use such a power.
So I want to focus on any other new areas.
Yes.
So I'm not just about
I will get this paragraph.
that which is information.
If you believe, I very believe. You know what substantial means. Results mean affected substantial. You believe you are lawyer who will do so. And you confirm.
My God, I'm here before
The lawyer said, law explains to you, you believe the non-compliance does did you and what do you believe?
I believe lawyers, my Lord, and the elections.
That's non-compliance. You also believe that the result
Yes, my Lord,
in a
I believe.
substantial manner.
Yes, my Lord, that's the paragraph on page 0
Your faith show up the result. Yes,
My Lord, I've stated in my petition how
Samuel Gibson, yeah. Yes, adjectives. Okay. Adjectives. It's your statement. It's not your statement. As the reason for you not asking.
my Lord, here in the
Confirm because it's
in the polling stations, I've stated in the petition that it was
I send it out already because they will not give you results. That's why you're not responsible. Stand by that. That's the issue.
In the petition, my vote, the failure to return
I picked it from you stated it will not give you the results, but they will appear on this issue.
uh, we have no results.
So, is it your case that your agency did not participate in any counting at the 14 polling station? It's your evidence they did not count. Is that the case?
No, my lord, but they did not come back to me with results.
They did not. In paragraph 10 of the evidence, the said agents chose to report about everything that is paragraph 10 of the affidavit. Page 13. Those agents, but not about the voting and the counting. Is that your evidence?
The paragraph says, I am informed by the above persons
Yes.
that the information I verily believe to be true and correct, that despite incidences of chaos and violence, especially at Azango Polling Center, the voting itself, voting
Yes.
at the said polling stations took place
Between 7 and 4.
within the regular voting time
Between 7 weeks.
of 7 a.m. Yes, my lord.
And that votes were counted.
No, my lord.
What time is the counting votes?
Supposed to be normally at 5 p.m.
Because they are giving you a report. It means they recorded that voting took place. Okay? One does believe that that's it. Let's go back to the incidents of chaos and violence. Did they tell you at which polling stations? One by one. Okay. Did they give you that report? Is it one of the information?
My lord, the agents at the 14 police station stated that yes, indeed, there was violence and chaos at those police stations, and that's the reason why
In that report, what time did they specify, or please specify the time? Was it towards 4? Because then the report went on until was it at 9 a.m.?
no, my lord.
Karemba.
My lord, 1187.
Yes. What time? That's never happened.
Paragraph
What time the chaos and violence? Is it there or it is not? It is not there. Yes, my lord. My lord. Because this is not here, that's the emphasis. So I put to you that you do not know the time. You are not aware.
no specific time.
No specific time. Between 7 and 4 p.m. Then would I be right? Ajay. Ajay, Nambi, let's see like you. It's not there. We also don't know the number of voters standing up at that polling station.
No, my lord.
So would I be right You state that you don't want the truth in the numbers of the voters.
No, my God.
Everything they reported but the numbers. Okay. But everything is just maybe I just wanted to direct the witnesses that in terms of that more heavy, not the kind of direction, and then very the lawyers asking me questions. Please look at this and but this is the feeling that you're looking at the decision. The county. But that you don't want to tell us the truth in the numbers of voters. The reason that you're not telling us about the county, are you right or wrong?
No, my God.
Well, I take you back to say agents. In fact, agents, let's go to paragraph 9. Let's try to be more general. I know the paragraph 9 is more general, but I don't go one by one. It's just statement that you had the following polling agents at the state polling station. Who is an agent? Who is an agent?
An agent, my Lord, is the representative.
An agent is a representative. And the following 14 will be the agents. Simplify. You and the other agents, you. Sorry, Nambi's agents.
As
I appoint
appointment letter attached.
That's 3144. Not 3144. So are these the appointment letters? Appointing your agents, you now. Which 31? 31? Yes. You took us 31. Your agents. So are those the appointment letters by you appointing your agents?
My lord, these are the agents that were appointed.
Were they appointed by you?
They were appointed by,
Were they appointed by you?
no, my lord, but by the National Resistance Movement Electoral Commission.
Are you the NRM?
According to
Are you the NRM?
this was a procedure within the NRA. Appointments, Herbert, however, NRM official candidate, Nambi Farida, no candidate for Kawempe. Appointment as NRM official polling agents in Kawempe Division North constituency by election 2025. In accordance with the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, 1995, as amended, the Electoral Commissions Act, the Parliamentary Elections Act, and the NRM Constitution, you are hereby appointed as NRM polling agents in the parliamentary by-election of 13th March 2025. At Local Primary School, Playground A, dash KAS, police station. One, this assignment, you are enjoined to observe the NRM Constitution and the laws of the Republic of Uganda. Thank you for accepting to be the NRM team, signed by the chairperson, NRM Electoral Commission.
So you confirm they are not signed by you?
My lord, this is according to
They are not appointed by you. Okay.
yes, they were not
The letters were not signed by
They
you.
were not signed by me. But by the NRM Electoral Commission, my lord, as per the NRM
So
rules on the by-election.
confirm that you are appointed as NRM polling agents. Well, were you issued? Were you issued with guidelines? This election by the second respondent. Probably not aware. Are you issued the guidelines?
Yes, you are issued.
Yet, in this form, those guidelines. Police stations.
My lord, I have this which is internal responsibility for the election.
According to the guidelines. Was it you to appoint Kalemba Herbert according to guidelines?
My Lord, I won't say am I going to follow the guidelines with the government.
Issue any guidelines to you?
Those who are regulations, but in this particular response, my lord, I was referring
So you follow
to the appointment.
in appointing these agents you follow the NRM guidelines. Appointing Kalemba Herbert, Namatofu Sarah, Simba, Marisha, Gordon Salim Saleh, Sebukwao Doyle, Alumas, Jessica, Magalo Olivia, Uba Victor, Amaya Silva, Lisa Sani, Zainab, Maria, Grace, and David. Which guidelines did you follow? Because it's that before we arrive at this,
Yes,
you are trying to
this according to the NRA Constitution, my lord, these agents were appointed on my
you participate in the NRM elections, right? NRM elections. Yes, this is right. My lord. My lord,
this is
confirm for national election.
this was the procedure that we used in this by
And confirm,
other by
confirm we are talking about a general election. That's confirm. Answer. Well, first to this point, might be right to say that you have been never appointed any agents. First to this case, you, Nambi.
I participated in the process together with the NRM party since I was their official candidate.
You show us where you signed. That participation is what happened. Because the same information from my show us where you signed as participation in this process.
I was part of the process in briefing, in training, and in the final day of the election. And this is part and parcel with the NRM constitution.
The candidate which is aware, because we may not have the are you aware that some of the people who made those statements about the agents will not be presented in the court post examination? Are you aware? That's why I want you to answer some of these questions. Are you aware?
Yes, I'm aware of it, the ruling was Yes, sir.
And they will not be cross-examining about these statements. Can you also confirm? We go back to paragraph 10. Enumerating. Can you confirm that you are not there at each of these 14 polling stations?
Yes, my lord.
Can you confirm, therefore, that you did not see any such news when rushed? Just confirm that you.
Yes,
And as you stated, you confirmed that your role was I only voted and went back home. I voted and went. She said that she went to my lord. She went voting. The husband. Well, just tell us precisely. Rest that issue of ladies. Just the roles. Their roles that we know. The roles of agents.
my lord.
At a polling station.
Uh, the agents, as I said, represent and or given by the or and the roles to observe and votes that are being carried.
Right now, votes tallied.
That are tallied, that are
Counted and tallied.
and the polling station. And then to return their
And they are from that role, as you know. That's all you know. Okay. It is your statement that one of their roles is to verify voters at this polling station.
within my knowledge that receive information from the other police stations. The verification of each voter took place.
Oh, so verification of each voter took place. Can you tell us how many were verified? Appointed by because you have to multiply by this. Not more than 2 representatives, all polling agents shall be appointed by a candidate, and the appointment shall be in writing addressed to the presiding officer of the polling station. That is the letter I'm looking for, so that I qualify statements. Where is that letter under paragraph 9? That confirms your paragraph 9. That the following polling agents cannot deny paragraph 9. I don't understand because was Tango a candidate in this election?
No, my lord.
So, but you know the fact, you don't know.
No, my lord.
Again, as stated by you, that you are supposed to write the number of votes counted and tallied in the polling station. This you did not do. Is it your statement?
My lord, in my petitioner and the remaining
They did not write the number of votes counted
the
and tallied.
polling agents, they mention why that was so. Not that was in polling station.
So you want us to state that the roles of your appointed agents of verifying, writing the number of votes counted, and returning their forms were not performed, but they went on flowing into only chaos, violence, and
Yes, my lord.
and that despite that confirmation, you stand by your statement that voting went on from 7 to 4, as provided for by the law. Confirmed. On this element,
According to that,
we went to numbers where there was a presupposition that probably all people would turn up. You confirm, you do not know how many did. That's the confirmation statement.
yes,
So if you did not, if you don't know the number, is it then attributed? Would it be attributed to your avament, paragraph 11? Because that's what you want to say. Attributing this again the allegation that electoral materials and documents are destroyed. This is that's my I'm only in 2 paragraphs, 9, 10, 11.
I will state it my notes, a paragraph, and say that I'm further informed that there was materials and promotion as a result of which there's no results declared and transmitted for those polling stations. And second, the electoral materials.
So you confirm and that during counting, ordinary agents right was this counting.
My Lord,
Confirm.
my Lord, in the 14 polling stations, we did not receive. No, my Lord.
So you stand by that there was counting. Yes, going back to you attributing these issues, electoral materials and documents, but you just get those.
According to the evidence, according to the containers that carry the virus, and then also the electric the items. Others were discs.
Did you bring you Yeah, you
They
have
are
information.
electro materials.
So
Ballots are
ballots.
still electro materials.
So ballots were one of
And the
those.
documents.
Do you know that one of the ordinarily what happens at the polling station is ballot books, a number of ballots before you even commence primary issues. And calculates this number of ballots in the polling station. You at least receive that information. So far, compliance at the start. How many ballots? We can remember telling at least those which were destroyed was disclosed. Whatever happens at the whole primary school, you have such evidence. So that we are certain. Even number of ballots were brought and were destroyed. You have this evidence.
I just got information about the police stations where there's
You do not have the evidence about the number of ballots. Papers.
no I
So I'm getting it that apart from the chaos, violence, even when it was smooth as stated, the agents did not report anything about the voting exercise. Containers, those about boxes. In your petition, I need the evidence of how are they destroyed, are they punched down. You have any such evidence in safe containers about boxes in your petition. That's the matter of the yes.
no I know, but electro materials and
You,
documents and
so you leave it to us to imagine, is that your case? This petition, how many, the number, and how?
no I know.
So, maybe what is one? Because I am imagining how people think what's and the information. Tell us. You know the information.
The biometric machine I got, yes I got.
Tell us. Tell us the purpose of the people that you know.
Very fun.
So, is it true? Open polling station gets your forensic farms that you registered voter at the polling station. Because you know. Yes. Is it your strategy? Because voting, you can't verify what is for like that. and stores that information.
Yes.
So is it true that using a BVVK, even if your agents have get a petition, can you okay? You can't go through that.
I know if every voter has listed by voting will be able to show that.
And you'll be capable of using it to ascertain.
Yes.
Did you request for such information from the Electoral Commission? Persist. Did you or did not?
No, then.
Do you believe which have been essential? To approve it, which has been an essential element. Essential. Would it be an essential element for this purpose?
Yes, my word, it's essential.
So to conclude on this, between the BVVK and information from your lawyers, I've seen it in paragraph 13 and paragraph 14. Where you say, I am informed by my lawyers and associated advocates with information. I feel it's unfair and coordination for those provisions and the result. And further informed by my lawyers, this information I very believe to be transparent that for stated failure and non-compliance disenfranchised the voters at the unit polling stations, including myself, a voter at the Bob Primary School, Who would you choose as Nambi between the BVVK and your lawyers? Who would you choose to have better information on this non-compliance and disenfranchisement between the BVVK and your lawyers? Well, we begin. Would you then rely on the hearsay evidence from your lawyers if the BVVK were available? Well, trying to say that you ignored the BVVK for fear of the truth again the numbers.
My lord, you are not.
Well, it is not very hard to ascertain confirms you are not there, confirm even the 10, 11, informed the legal digits is 11, 10, 11, the witness has admitted. And all this evidence is hearsay. That from my lawyers, my agents, I confirm some of them will not come to this court. My Lord, it's my submission on this issue that the party, my Lord, can rely Actually, I can raise an objection at this stage. My Lord, I can do it during trial. It's my prayer, actually, that all this evidence and so on, my Lord, all based on hearsay evidence, same, my Lord, the submit is inadmissible, cannot be considered during trial going forward. Because we are not making heavy. Makes sense. On record for being hearsay. Not 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, all 16, 18, the elementary style under section 59 of the Evidence Act. I pray that all these varmints be expanded off the record for being hearsay evidence. Lord, I submit that evidence, admissible evidence, must be that witness versus Term 7, this area was canvassed, and the ratio was that such evidence would be expanded. The Lord will submit on that authority. The starting point order 19, rule 3, which is 2, 3, 1, and 2. In fact, that affidavit evidence must only be restricted to information by the deponent. But our understanding cannot have been that now then how do we continue cross-examining on evidence that we have already but maybe then that means that our objective is saying in expand.
I have said,
Because if you roll
I
before
have said that I will consider it due to the general evaluation. Yes, say I will so if you consider this particular
yes, and not because on this issue, let him complete the examination. Let's conclude the examination then. Yes. Follow the first one is Paul Kawanda, Semo Zachary Album versus the Attorney General. Position petition number 1, number 3, 1999. But we also have Chris Movie. I'll give you the rationale. Chris Movie, the Attorney General. Position of petition number 1, 2001. We have which is arrested versus YQ7 presidential electoral petition number 1, 2001. But this is the rationale in this case that briefly, my lord, that election petitions are tried are supposed to determine the merits of the case. So the only evidence you can have on record is through affidavit. If you sneak in inadmissible evidence, like hearsay, there is no any other chance of getting that evidence open. And my lord, because we are not proceeding by witness statements, the only form we can have evidence on record is by affidavit. So where the deponent is giving information from other people who are not before court, that information is not in affidavit, not addressed.
as you have pointed out, paragraphs 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 19, and 20.
Yes, my lord, and
These
then,
are the ones which I have noted here.
yes, my lord, and lastly, to emphasize this,
My Lord, even evidence from the advocate is not admissible. Even that from the advocate. And my Lord, I will quote that. Except the advocate who is representing the deponent. The affidavit where it reads that, my Lord, I have been informed by my foresaid advocate. So, my Lord, the excerpt that is relevant to this situation from Zachariah already. The ones from the advocates. My Lord, we have paragraphs that my lawyer has brain advocates. 14, and further informs that my lawyers. Yes, my Lord. So, my Lord, the sense of my submission is that information one from the agents, if it is being quoted by Agent Nambi, and information from the lawyer, both are not admissible. They are closed out by the rule of hearsay, because she cannot speak or vouch for the truth of such statements unless we are going to have Mr. Caldeon's stand to speak to it.
My Lord, again, my understanding, courts are writers. Yes, my Lord. My Lord, because an application, my Lord, rooted out of these cases, a party and rightfully object to admission. During the trial, if I object, yes, my Lord, if I object, then it behoves that the other side has to be had only say. That's my understanding. Then we can receive. Unless they choose not to.
The objection on a number of reasons. Paragraph 23 of her affidavit in support of the petition clearly states that what she is stating above is true to the best of her knowledge and belief from sources she has disclosed. In each of those paragraphs that my colleagues have referred to, the witness has stated the source of the information. In any paragraph, this and therefore reflects that. The decision
abound, my Lord. Of basic 7. My Lord, in that case, Mulenga, yes, it was part of the legal decision. Here that my Lord, I should, however, comment especially on affidavits required under Rule 4, sub Rule 7, and 83A of the election petition rules to accompany the petition and answers thereto. The said rules require that those affidavits shall set out the facts on which the petition is based, and the respondent will rely on as the case may be. Invariably, however, the parties have relied heavily on factual information they receive from their agents and other witnesses in order to comply with that requirement. In my view, is what Mulenga says, in my view, therefore, in relation to those affidavits from those agents, Order 17 Rule 3, which I think back to now is 19, of the CPR has to be applied with such modifications as permits the petitioner and the respondents to include in those affidavits facts which they depend on such information. My Lord, that decision was referred to by the Court of Appeal in the case of Mpanga, Farouk versus Sekou Isaac, and I'm reading from that decision. After quoting all of that, my Lord, the Lordship said in the Court of Appeal, after quoting that part of the decision, that in the instant case, a reading of paragraphs 5A to M of the petitioner's affidavit, just like in this case, my Lord, shows that what was stated therein was information based on what was provided from polling agents and supporters, as in this case. The petitioner, the Lordship said, the petitioner clearly disclosed the sources of his information, who also saw affidavits in support of the said allegations based on their knowledge. They held, their Lordship in same group, last round of elections, they then held, we find that the learned trial judge found that the disclosure of sources of information by the petitioner was sufficient, following the majority decision in Kizabesige versus Museveni. That was the holding of the Lordship. It's not here. My Lord in Muhindo, Rehma. In Rehma versus Wilfred Kiza, EPA number 29 of 2011. The Lordship said that in these cases, the candidates rely on appointed agents, and as such, should have included that specific source of information, as has happened here. In the affidavits, or else they file separate affidavits from the agents who witnessed the occurrences. That's what we did, my Lord. And the Lordship then held that the learned trial judge cannot be faulted over this aspect of the matter. So my Lord, our submission is that first, the evidence fact relied on, that's the declaration of the evidence. 2, the petitioner has disclosed information. 3, those persons from whom she has sourced that information have all deposed affidavits and they're on court record. Number 4, then the Lordship said that ceases to be here. Candidates is expected to be in each polling station up to 197. She relies on information from supporters, from campaigners, from agents. It's only hearsay if she says Musisi told me this and there's no affidavit from Musisi. If that the case is, the affidavit is there, that ceases to be hearsay.
Yes, my Lord, the starters, because it's true that all these witnesses depose affidavits and that they disclose information that may be right. Our submission is not very, I use the word elementarily, the principle in section 59, elementarily is cardinal. But our submission is rooted in Order 19.3.1 and 2. My Lord. Submit that hearsay evidence is prohibited. Even belief is prohibited under the law. Is prohibited. Some submission under Order 19.3.1 and 2. My Lord, why I raised this issue at this point? I was finding difficulty proceeding with agents who are already in question. They disclosed evidence information that she does not have, my Lord. Raise this point, my Lord. That is why it would be proper that we expand those paragraphs in the submission. Because how then do I know them? When I already have a ruling on record that you cannot cross-examine them. That's why I raised it at this point. He's telling me they are there. I cannot access them. The witness is saying, I don't know. I brought witnesses. But from high so I'm at pains, my Lord. I would not have raised it. So I pray. And these cases, most of them somehow, both sides participated. And we know they are distinguishable. My Lord, to distinguish them properly, since my colleague submitted in the authority, just for distinguishing purposes, the rest of this. Okay.
About the decision I'm referring to, really not in my Lord. Decision I'm referring to, Justice Odo in the 2001 election. My Lord, this is, I need really offer a proper context of why, where you're using affidavits, the courts are very strict on what can be admitted, also alongside the people. My Lord, in election petitions and constitutional petitions, the only way by which you can bring evidence is through affidavit. My Lord, the case goes further to state that hearsay, or what we can categorize as hearsay, will only be admissible in interlocutory matters. Say if I have suit and I want to get an injunction, then I can go to my lawyer, and my lawyer informs me that that plate discloses prima facie the case, and therefore I qualify to be given an injunction. My Lord, that is the only way you can have hearsay evidence admitted on record in interlocutory. And my Lord, it does not help, especially for the petitioner, to bring paragraph 23. If Mr. Kalule read the decision that I read, he knows that fact was the contention that all the affidavits that they sought to strike off the record had that statement that what they stated, we have disclosed the sources and belief. And court said, no, we cannot nullify or confirm a candidate of an election on the basis of one, belief, two, information that is sourced from another party. That is my Lord, the rationale. But my Lord, I read the excerpt. This is from Semohiri. That except in purely interlocutory matters, affidavits must be restricted to matters within personal knowledge of the deponent. They must not be based on information or by expression of opinion. It goes on, my Lord, affidavits should strictly be confined to such facts as the deponent is able of his own knowledge to prove. Affidavits by persons having no personal knowledge of the facts and merely echoing the statements of the client cannot be used at the hearing. This is where we have. Hajat Nambi says Nalukoola is not a duly elected member of parliament. What evidence must court rely on? Hajat Nambi was told by her lawyers that there was non-compliance. Hajat Nambi was told by her lawyers that the election was marred by great violence that affected the results in a substantial manner. She does not have that knowledge. She is quoting her petitioner. That is inadmissible. And that is, so my lord, the issue of Court of Appeal, High Court, it is really, Mr. Kambe has an affair with it. We have a Supreme Court decision. And my lord, we cannot go behind, we cannot go backwards.
My lord, that was really disenfranchisement and the rest can go to irregularities. Hajat Nambi. Let's go to paragraph 16. That's where we start now. It's the hearsay. I don't know if it since if it is considered otherwise, not that I believe it. 16 is it your testimony under 16 that Gordon Saleh informed you that the first respondent campaign on the polling day by saying he is in Nalukoola. He is in Nalukoola. Is it your evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
Is Yenze Nalukoola a campaigning statement? Yenze Nalukoola, is it a campaigning statement? Qualified. That's 16.
Yes, my lord.
At Nambi, when you arrived at the polling station, you took us through. Is your statement that you would mention your name? That you arrive at the polling station, I am Nambi. They check if you're a registered voter. Did you mention your name when you arrived at the polling station?
I mentioned it to the electoral.
Thank you. Yes. Did that mention of name be right to state that you campaigned at the polling station? I'm here.
My lord, affidavit attached by fair evidence that
You, Nambi, you are the one who was there. You said you went there with your husband. Did your husband state his name? Did your husband state his name? Would it be right to state that your husband campaigned for you at the polling station?
no, my lord.
And where is the evidence? The matter of evidence. The court of evidence. Where is the evidence that Nalukoola is it anywhere? Station has. I've seen in your petition pictures, photographs, what you have any certainty. Yes or no?
My Lord, as per the affidavit, that is valid.
You have
Affidavit details, that's how it came to this.
no, you are not there, you are not there. That supporter, they not come to court. That evidence on the question I beg your lawyer. Is it there? Yes or no? So that's the rush. Is it there? It's a yes or no?
No, my Lord.
Okay. Are there names of persons that he influenced as per your statement? Say these campaign statements to influence. Are there names of such people? Are there names? Yes or no? Of voters in your petition.
The names of the voters are not to be included.
Are there numbers?
Stations,
The names are
but
not
the
there.
polling station is mentioned.
The names are not there. Are there numbers? Was it a fraud? Are there numbers in your petition?
He campaigned, my Lord, the first
Are
respondent
there- are
campaigned
there-
among his voters.
Are there numbers? Simple. There are numbers or not?
No, my
There are
Lord.
no numbers. Would I be wrong? Is it possible that Gordon Salim Saleh is an NRM supporter? Is it a possibility? Gordon Salim Saleh. Is it a possibility that he can be an NRM supporter? Or is he one?
Yes, my Lord.
Yes.
That is good.
So, would he then be your supporter? By being
My
NRM,
Lord.
would he be your supporter?
My Lord, that is not ascertained in the
Would he
affidavit.
be?
But if he were an NRM supporter, he would be my supporter.
So would I be wrong to presuppose, not saying you know, to presuppose that he may have voted for you?
No, my lord.
Presuppose.
My lord, I object to that question. In the advancement of an election petition, a question cannot be asked as the choice of a particular voter. That's banned by Section 102 of the EA.
Let's move right.
Go to the next issue.
Would you ascertain? You said polling station. Would you ascertain? Within how many meters? Within how many meters? You say polling station is open. Nalukoola was there. Parameters. The distance in where he was standing there. I don't think he was in the ballot box. The distance, would you ascertain, yes or no?
The distance between where he was, is that what you asked?
Yes. Because the same polling station stated bits, say communication.
My Lord, the detail I captured in my affidavit is of the polling station, which is KAT ANG.
So you cannot ascertain the distance because it's important. You cannot.
No.
No. So then, do you have any evidence or any report from your appointed agents? A report about this campaigning at the polling day and how it happened? A report.
My Lord, yes,
You have the- Is it before this court?
I have an oral report as I have stated in this affidavit.
Do not have a formal report. Okay, let's go to another element. Again, paragraph 16. 16 particularly. Telling voters amani government mugalyamu olukwe. He said, literally translated, do not betray people power. What does money government mean? The efforts of the people. Does the efforts of the people mean Nalukoola? Don't betray the efforts of the people. Does it mean voting for Nalukoola, according to you?
My Lord, in this paragraph 16.2, page 014, it goes on to say, do not betray people's powers. So it's not in isolation.
That's what was stated here. Does this mean Nalukoola? These are specific irregularities, even one can have a problem. An allegation. Did it mean Nalukoola? Does it mean efforts of people? Does it mean? It's about reinterpretation. If someone said it to you, or to say it to someone, did it qualify? I'm obliged.
16.2.
My Lord, I have a question on every electoral offense.
16.2, my Lord, it is yes attributed to the first respondent campaigning among the supporters on polling station in Kazan.
My question, it's about my question. Does it mean vote for Nalukoola? Manigaba said, you don't know.
My Lord, as stated in 16.2, it means vote for people power and it was the candidate for the job.
Oh, so Nalukoola was a candidate for people power. No, Nope is not here. Is it your statement that people power sponsored the candidate?
My Lord,
Statement.
I meant to say that this was attributed to the first respondent.
So people power did not sponsor any candidate.
My Lord, people power is not against that party.
Yes,
But it's a
16.3.
slogan.
16.3. Do you have proof that the first respondent had agents in 16.3? Names of Chibirige Musa? Yes.